Okay, I want to show you a very exciting new notion that is exclusive to Brewer, and it is the thread fusion stand. I have 3 threads that I'm going to use in the chain looper, an 8 weight, a 12 weight, and an embroidery weight thread. And when we thread these through the chain looper, we treat it as one thread. It goes through simultaneously. So I am going to lock my air threading tubes. I have a thread cradle, which is a big long piece of thread that's folded in half, and my cut ends are going in the threading port. And I'm just going to move it along, and it's already out the eye of the chain looper. Now I'm going to take my 3 threads, and this takes a little bit of elbow grease because these are heavy threads, most of them, and I'm going to put those through the little lasso or the loop on the end of this, and we're going to pull those through. As I said, we're going to treat it like one thread. So we're going to pull that along. Get that out of the way. I think I'm going to back these off just a little bit. And we're going to pull those through. And I just broke the thread so you can cut. It takes a little bit of patience and pulling power. There we go. And you're going to see them all coming out the eye of the chain looper. It's so cool. Okay, and we're going to cut these to be maybe about a 4-inch tail underneath, just like this. And this is really nice for thread blending because unlike the variegated threads where you get individual chunks of color, this blends the number of different colors that you have together, and depending on how they twist as they're stitched through the machine, different colors come to the forefront. I'm going to do what I call drawing on fabric, and I have my presser foot pressure turned down to 1 to make it easy to steer the fabric. I have my clear foot on because I like that for any kind of decorative stitch techniques. I am set up for stitch number 24, the narrow cover stitch, and because I have 3 threads in, I need that stitch length longer. So I'm set up for the stitch length on 3.7. And we're going to pretend that this is the wrong side of the fabric. I've doubled it over because I don't have any stabilizer on it. But for this technique, you would definitely want to stabilize your actual project fabric. So I'm going to help this along to get it started. And you can see with the presser foot pressure turned down, it makes it very easy to steer and draw. And now this top side doesn't look too exciting, but all the fun is on the underside. Now again, because I have 3 threads in, I'm not going to chain off. It's a lot of thread bulk. So I have my locking tool. I'm going to cut my needle threads, raise my presser foot, pull this out. Here we have a finished narrow cover stitch with an 8 weight, a 12 weight thread, and an embroidery weight thread. And you can see with the thread fusion stand, you have that gradual changing of color that comes to the front, whether it's the yellow, the sparkly blue, and the red. And it's just so pretty because it's a very gradual, almost an ombre effect when you have the different colors coming and going through the thread or through the stitch itself. One of the unique things about the thread fusion stand is the design with these concave curves. Underneath the base, we have 4 rubber feet that hold it firmly on any surface. It won't slip and slide. But the concave curves allow us to put it on any spool pin and let it nest comfortably. So we can put it on, and even with the center telescoping arm, it fits easily. And I can move this onto any one of the looper spool pins, and it's perfect. Nothing bumps into each other. Also, the size of this allows us, we could put 4 mini king spools on, and they'd all fit comfortably next to each other. None of them would bump into each other, and the threads would flow freely through the machine, and the tensions would stay absolutely picture perfect all the way through.